Minority Leader calls on Chief Secretary to withdraw autonomy motion. IDEA political leader advocates for stronger autonomy legislation. Educators being equipped in drug abuse fight, and Tobago District wins national 3K road race. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards. Welcome to the Tobago Updates television news for Wednesday, 21st May 2025. To a top story this evening. At a media briefing hosted today, Minority Leader Kelvin Morris called on Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to withdraw his motion concerning the Tobago autonomy bills set for debate in the Assembly tomorrow. Morris underscored the importance of consulting with Tobagonians first to ensure their voices are heard in the pursuit of greater autonomy for Tobago.
THA Minority Leader Kelvin Morris has brought to the forefront information regarding a bill tabled by Chief Secretary Farley Augustine to be debated in Assembly Chamber on Thursday. Morris warned that if the motion passes, Tobago's future would be jeopardized.
This isn't autonomy that the Chief Secretary is about to deliver to the people of Tobago. What it is really about, it is a hijack of the people's voice, the Tobagonians' voice, and it is an absolute betrayal of everything Mr. Farley Chavez Augustine once claimed to believe in.
Morris gave details about the motion tabled by Augustine.
This motion tabled by Mr. Farley Chavez Augustine reads, whereas the Tobago House of Assembly is assigned responsibility for key areas under the 5th schedule of Act Number 40 of 1996, and whereas limitations in legislative authority, regulatory control, and financing continue to affect the THA's ability to fully execute these responsibilities, and whereas since 1977, following the parliamentary motion moved by the Honorable A.N.R. Robinson calling for internal self-government for the people of Tobago, have consistently pursued greater autonomy to manage their own affairs more effectively.
Morris expressed disappointment that the current THA administration did not support the autonomy bills recently brought before Parliament. He highlighted key benefits of the bills, including a guaranteed 6.8% allocation of the national budget for Tobago and granting the THA lawmaking powers, thereby reducing cabinet domination. He noted that the bill Augustine wants to debate gives the cabinet in Port of Spain the power to draft changes to the THA.
The motion now before the Assembly gives the cabinet in Port of Spain the power to draft changes to the THA Act with absolutely no requirement to consult with you, the people of Tobago. no public meetings, and no obligation to return to Tobagonians for its approval.
He called the motion a betrayal of Tobagonians' trust. Morris said he has penned a letter to Augustine to have the motion withdrawn and advised that he consult with Tobagonians first as promised.
That bill was approved in the Tobago House of Assembly, transmitted to the cabinet. The cabinet at that time did not took it hook, line and sinker, did not add a comma, full stop or exclamation, sent it to the parliament. The parliament agreed to send it to a JSC. The JSC did its work, and out of that work came 2 bills. Those were the 2 bills that came to the parliament for debate and a vote. And it is the very chief secretary, after all that process, said to the parliamentarians, reject the bills. And he rejected it, one of the fundamental issues that he highlighted. And this was said after his post briefing after the bills failed.
It is left to see if the Chief Secretary will withdraw his motion and consult with Tobagonians first. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates Television News.
Meanwhile, political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, Dr. Denise Sawyer-Fat Angus, speaking on the Good Morning Show, expressed concern over the adequacy of the current Tobago autonomy bills. She questioned whether the voices of young Tobagonians were meaningfully included in the process, noting their visible presence yet likely limited involvement in shaping the legislation.
Former THA presiding officer and political leader of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, Dr. Denise Sawyer-Fat Angus, weighed in on the ongoing conversation surrounding Tobago's autonomy. In an interview on Tobago Updates, she questioned the adequacy of the proposed legislation. She raised concerns about the lack of youth involvement, parliamentary oversight, and the broader purpose behind the island's pursuit of self-governance.
Tobago bills are not adequate as they are being presented. You know, I came in here today and I looked around at the number of young people you have in here passing in and out, and I asked myself, how many of them were able to weigh in on those bills?
Dr. Sawyer-Fat Angus stressed that with changing dynamics in employment, technology, and social issues, young people bring unique perspective that must be reflected in the shaping of the island's constitutional future.
But at least 95% of them, I'm sure, did not have that opportunity. And so what we are looking at is, if this election you had 5,000 new voters coming to the poll, and when you look at the timing of how many voters we've had over time, you're talking about 12 to 15,000 new youth and young adults who should have an interest in this, because we now have shifts in how employment is being laid out in terms of careers, in terms of AI, in terms of the social issues, crime. All of these things impact your views and your experiences and what you would want to see in the Constitution.
She questioned why Tobagonians truly seek autonomy, emphasizing the need to understand the deeper purpose behind the movement, and urged the public to reflect on what it should mean politically and in shaping Tobago's identity, governance, and future.
Why do we want autonomy? Whether it's autonomy, self-determination, or whatever. Why do we want that as a people?
Dr. Sawyer-Fat Angus pointed out that in many countries, larger parliaments compared to cabinets ensure stronger oversight and accountability, something she says is missing in Tobago's governance. She stressed that true development and effective public service delivery require this balance. She said Tobago's autonomy must extend beyond legislation. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates Television News.
Over 200 students from across Trinidad and Tobago participated in the National 3K event, which started at Back Bay in Mount Irvin and concluded at the Buku Integrated Facility. Athletes competed in various age categories, including under 11 and under 15, representing all 8 educational districts: St. George East, Port of Spain, and environs Northeastern, Southeastern, and Tobago. All finishers received medals, with top performers earning special prizes. Surrounded by unwavering support from their families, teachers, and peers, each student was empowered to complete the 3K race with a strong sense of achievement and pride. In the end, the Tobago district emerged as the winner of the competition, having the most finishers in the top 20. Under 13 girls winner Shania Jada Moore of Mayaro Government Primary and under 13 boys winner Taj Moses of Lambo Anglican Primary shared their experience with us.
Hi, my name is Shania Moore and I came first in the 3K in the girls overall, and the experience was nice. I liked the hills, it was very nice, and I hope to see other youths come up in top next year, please the Lord.
My name is Taj Moses. I placed first in the 3K and I feel good about it. And it's really a big thing, but I feel good.
What's the experience? How what's the preparation you did with coach,
We on Fridays we running up the hill to start like in the 3K.
Well, congratulations to the Tobago district and all other participants in the 3K race. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Do you think you know Premier League or Champions League football? What about international cricket or the IPL and CPL? How about NBA basketball? Well, now you can put your skills to work to earn some extra cash by betting on the games with TT Bet Arena. Simply go to our website, choose a sport you want to bet on, find the games and place your bets. And with your computer or mobile device, you can bet from anywhere. Just go to ttbetarena.com, sign up for a free account, make a deposit, and start betting. It's that simple. You can even qualify for our $2,000 sign-up bonus. We also have horse racing, plus live casino games where you can bet using TT dollars. And check our new Tobago location at 7B Milford Road, Crown Point. For more info, call or WhatsApp 494-0634. TT Bet Arena, the #1 sports betting company in Trinidad and Tobago.
Tobago, this is your chance to lock in the brunch experience of the summer. Sun up, real bad girl get nasty. The brunch inclusive edition, the ultimate party in the East, where vibrant flavors, refreshing cocktails, and electrifying vibes collide. It's happening on Saturday, July 5th from 3 p.m. at Deltec Compound, Argyle. Bring your coolers, bring your crew, and brunch, sip, and vibe in style. This is the flavorful escape you've been waiting for. Grab your tickets now at Barcode, Pablo Supermarket, Lost Restaurant and Lounge, Deltec Compound, and committee members. Sun up! It's more than a brunch, it's an experience.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Welcome back. The Ministry of Finance has extended the tax and national insurance amnesty from its original end date of December 31st, 2024 to August 2nd, 2025. Finance Minister Devendranath Tanku announced that the amnesty covers penalties and interest on outstanding taxes and NIS contributions owed up to December 31st, 2023. The measure applies to over 15 taxes, including income tax, VAT, PAYE and corporation tax. Legal notices numbers 211 to 215 of 2025 were issued to formalize the extension. However, individuals who fail to settle their dues during this period will have all waived penalties and interest reinstated. In a proactive step toward curbing substance abuse among the island's youth, the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection has launched a drug prevention education training session targeting early childhood educators. The initiative, spearheaded by the Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program ADAP, was held at the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection's head office today. Here's more.
Drug prevention education training hosted by the Division of Health was aimed at equipping teachers and administrators from preschools across Tobago with knowledge and skills to implement drug prevention education in Tobago effectively.
The National Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program, NADAP, and the National Drug Council, NDC, all working together to strengthen substance abuse prevention in Tobago, starting at the preschool level.
Dr. Hanif Benjamin, Director of Social Protection in the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, noted that while the training marks a significant first for Tobago, it also highlights a troubling trend.
We are dealing with so many firsts. The first training here of this kind, but we're also dealing with the negative first. Our children are diving deeper and deeper into the world of drugs at an earlier and earlier stage.
Dr. Benjamin emphasized the importance of insight before action, emphasizing that effective intervention begins with understanding. He noted that the 2-day training is focused on equipping participants with the practical knowledge needed to respond meaningfully to the growing issue of drug abuse.
We have to become very practical in our approach, but in order to help, one must understand. And today and tomorrow, it is about understanding.
He mentioned the evolving nature of drug abuse, noting that many of the substances now circulating are unfamiliar even to professionals.
So we are looking at a world where we have a lot of new drugs. Drugs that I don't even know the name of. Drugs that you may not even know the name of.
The Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention Program, ADAPP, a unit of the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, holds the specific mandate of delivering drug demand reduction services in Tobago. Kimberly Mitchell, Tobago Updates Television News.
On May 20th, the air was abuzz in Tobago not just with bees, but with excitement as the island celebrated World Bee Day 2025. This global call to action is usually led by the Tobago Apiculture Society and bee enthusiasts across the island. Reporter Joel Green-George has more.
The Tobago Apicultural Society joined the global community in celebrating World Bee Day. 2025 under the theme Be Inspired by Nature to Nourish Us All. Tobago's diverse landscape is home to several types of pollinating bees, each playing a role in pollinating fruits, vegetables, and flowers, ensuring healthy harvests and vibrant ecosystems.
Common knowledge will know that without bees you don't get to eat. Most of our food is pollinated by bees, whether it be the local stingless bees, Melipona, or the European bees, Apis mellifera.
The day was proclaimed in 2017 by the United Nations and is dedicated to raising awareness about the importance of pollinators, the threats they face, and their indispensable contribution to the environment and food security. Mr. Yudri Yashmi, director of the Food and Agriculture Organization's Plant Production and Protection Division, also invited us to recognize the importance of bees and all other pollinators on World Bee Day. Beekeeping is a growing agro-business in Tobago, driven by local apiarists and demand for the island's honey. The TBS promotes awareness through workshops, school visits, and honey tasting in partnership with schools and environmental groups.
So we have been around for 30 odd years in the Tobago space, and as a small community within the agricultural sector, we do have a very impactful force. Now, with regards to training, we have recently, working with the Senior Comprehensive, along with the Mason Comprehensive, We are now working with them to sponsor them the startup for their APRI, as well as the equipment and training to ensure that the education is be passed on to the younger generation, which is very crucial for any industry. So the continuance is surely there.
But the TPS are not alone. On Monday, the Division of Food Security, Natural Resources, the Environment and Sustainable Development, APRI unit, participated in the Tobago Hospitality and Tourism Institute's annual Bees and the Teas event, sharing knowledge, engaging with attendees, and displaying local apiculture products. The Tobago Reforestation and Watershed Rehabilitation Program will launch its Pollinator Zones project tomorrow at the Botanical Gardens, creating bee-friendly spaces to boost biodiversity and food production. The public is encouraged to support the effort by donating plants and herbs. But honey is only one part of the sweet story. Bees also produce beeswax, propolis, royal jelly, and even bee venom, all of which are used in everything from skincare and in natural medicine to gourmet cooking. Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
TNTech is pleased to advise that its Roxborough Service Center has reopened. Starting Monday, 10th March, customers can once more visit the Roxborough Administrative Building to pay TNTech bills, request new connections, and more. TNTech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Want to get better? Where to start? What kind of exercise to do? What to eat? How to get restful sleep? Need a doctor to search for root cause? Look no further. Come to Majuba Hill Lifestyle Center Foundation at our Wellness Center in Goodwood, or Food Hub in Darrow Springs, Scarborough, or Doctor's Office in Goodwood and Darrow Spring. Contact 49 Swift 4979 438.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Despite the risks associated with the Dragon gas deal, discussions about Regional Energy Corporation intensified as a debate has emerged over a proposed gas pipeline from Suriname to Trinidad and Tobago. Former Energy Minister Stuart Young has opposed current Minister Dr. Rudal Munilal's assertion that a pipeline could bypass Venezuelan waters. Young argued that previous feasibility studies revealed such a route would be uneconomical due to high costs and insufficient gas reserves in Suriname. He warned that promoting unrealistic projects could deter foreign investment and mislead citizens, stressing that accurate communication is vital to maintaining investor confidence in the energy sector. At the 43rd Caribbean Travel Marketplace in Antigua and Barbuda, Inter-Caribbean Airways CEO Trevor Sadler announced plans to launch operations in Trinidad and Tobago before the end of the year. Sadler explained that the airline's entry had been postponed due to internal developments, including the rollout of new aircraft and expanded routes. He noted that Trinidad's Civil Aviation Authority does not have regulatory obstacles and confirmed that flights to Port of Spain are on the horizon. Founded by Turks and Caicos entrepreneur Lyndon Gardner, Inter-Caribbean currently serves more than a dozen regional destinations, including Barbados, Guyana, Dominica, the U.S. Virgin Islands, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Grenada. Our weather report is up next. Stay tuned.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Right now
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met Office. Tonight is expected to be mostly fair and hazy despite the low chance of an odd shower. The temperature tonight will drop to about 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, generally fair, hazy, and at times breezy, despite the likelihood of a few light showery spells. Daytime temperatures are expected to reach 31 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 34 degrees Celsius. Seas will be moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and near 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise is at 5:39 and sunset at 6:20. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. As a recap of our headlines, Minority Leader calls on Chief Secretary to withdraw autonomy motion. IDA political leader advocates for stronger autonomy legislation. Educators being equipped in drug abuse fight, and Tobago District wins national 3K road race. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for joining us and wishing you a great night.